What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back for another MMA event. This is going to be PFL Battle of the Giants, guys. This is going to be PFL Super Fight, I think they're calling it, and it's going to be a super fight, guys. A whole bunch of great fights on this card, so I'm very excited for this card. I want to make a whole bunch of money because this is the comeback weekend for the Wager Zone. Like you guys, I said in my last video, guys, we have not been here for about a week, so I want a great weekend coming back in here, make a whole bunch of money for you guys, and making a whole bunch of great picks for you guys as well. So let's get right into this PFL card, guys. It's going to be Ibragimov taking on Nacho Campos, and I'm going to be taking Ibragimov in this one, guys. I think he's going to be able to go out there and be able to get the takedowns with ease. Nacho hits very hard, but he doesn't have takedown defense. He gets taken down really easy. And fighting a guy from Dagestan, he fights out of England at the moment, but he's born in Dagestan. He fought in Dagestan his whole entire life, and now he's fighting out of England because he wanted to move to a better gym and get some better competition. And like I said, this guy is going to be able to go out and get the takedowns with ease. I think he's going to go out there and either get a submission victory or just dominate with ground and pound. Nacho Campos hits very hard, so if he is able to keep the fight standing, guys, I think he has the power to end up knocking him out, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep the fight standing. I think his takedown defense is not there. I've seen him get taken down by lower level competition people, and a lot of people he's fought low level competition, guys. He hasn't fought anybody with real skill that is on this level, and Ibragimov is a way different level of the competition he's been fighting, so I do think this is going to be his first loss. He is 5-0 at the moment, but like I said, I do think he's going to be 5-1 after this. I think Ibragimov is going to go out there and get the takedowns and end up getting a submission victory or end up getting a ground and pound. I do think it's going to be a finish on the floor for sure. So give me Ibragimov as the first leg of a parlay, guys. He's over a minus 1,000 favorite, so we're going to have to put him in a parlay. I'm going to be adding him to a 4-leg parlay, so stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know who I'm going to be parlaying him with. Okay, guys, this is going to be the next fight on the card. It's going to be Tariq Ismail taking on Taha, and I'm going to be taking Tariq in this one, guys. I think Tariq's going to go out there and get the takedowns and just dominate with the grappling. I think Taha has fought a lot of competition to where, like, you walk in there and you laugh at the skill where you're like, Taha, because how good, like, how their skill is. Like, they're not good. Like, all the people he's fought are not good at all. So I think he's going to go out there and get beat up. I think Tariq, the line is set at a minus 180, and I like that line a lot. I thought he was going to be a high favorite than that. I thought he was going to be about a minus 250 and minus 300, and I was going to have to parlay him. But you're telling me I'm going to be able to get Desert Storm at straight money at a minus 180? I'm going to take it all day because he's fighting a guy and Bahu that's fought a lot of low-level competition. He doesn't have takedown defense himself, and I think Tariq's going to go out there either get a ground and pound finish or maybe even land a hard strike on top and knock him out. I do think he's going to be levels above him, and like I said, I don't understand why the line is very low. So maybe Taha goes out there and makes me eat my words, but I really don't think so. I think Tariq is a great spot for us, so give me Tariq Ismail on the money line for this fight, guys. Okay, guys, in this next fight, it's going to be Makashi Zukov taking on Saunders, and I'm going to be taking Zaynukov in this one, guys. He is a minus 400 favorite, so I'm going to be adding him as the second leg of that parlay with Ibragimov in the first fight of the night. I do think he's another one of those guys that's going to be able to have good wrestling as well, but in this one, I think he's going to be able to use his wrestling for defense. I think Saunders is going to go out there and try to take him down because Sharif is going to go out there and have decent striking as well. Dedrick hits very hard, but he swings very wild, and the technique is not really there. Makashi is a guy that has very good striking, very technical striking. I think Dedrick's going to go out there and try to have to use some of his American wrestling, and I don't think it's going to be there at all. I think Zaynukov's going to be able to keep this fight standing. I think Zaynukov's going to go out there and just move around the ring. He's very patient. I think he's going to land that kill shot eventually, but for most of the fight, he's going to be keeping the fight on the outside, landing the jab, and he can wrestle as well. So maybe even if he sneaks in a takedown, but I think Dedrick's going to be the one that's going to try to wrestle the most of the time. But like I said, guys, I'm going to be taking Makashi in this fight. I do think he's going to end up getting a knockout eventually, maybe in the late second or third round, where Dedrick eventually slows down because Makashi is very patient. He lands a jab, he lands combinations, moving around the ring, and then when he finds you, he lands that death shot. So I think he's going to be able to get the knockout late in the fight, but even if he doesn't, I do think he's going to be able to just be an all-around skilled MMA. I think he can get the takedowns as well. I think he has good takedown defense. I think he has better striking, and I think he's just a better all-around fighter. So give me Makashi as the second leg of that parlay, guys. I think he's going to win this fight easy. Okay, guys, it's going to be the third leg of that parlay. It's going to be Rafael Stots taking on Marcos Bueno. And I'm going to be taking Stots in this one. I think Stots is going to go out there and get the takedowns and use his wrestling and just land hard ground and pound or maybe even get a submission victory. I think Marcos Bueno's best shot is keeping his fight standing up and landing some hard combinations, but he doesn't have the takedowns to stop someone that has the wrestling credentials in Stots. I think Stots is going to go out there right away, get a double leg, take him down with easy and just start landing heavy ground and pound. The submission is in there as well, but I don't think he's going to go for the submission. I think he's going to be able to go out there and just ground and pound him, take top control, and just land very hard shots until Marcos just eventually gives up, because I don't think Marcos is going to be able to get up at all. I think Marcos Bueno has very good striking. He's a good striker, but his grappling is decent as well, but his wrestling or his takedown defense is not there. He's going to be a guy that's going to be on the floor and maybe even try to use his jiu-jitsu from the bottom, but it's not going to be working against someone like Stots. I think Stots, like I said, is a great play. He's a minus 500, so I'm going to be adding him as a third leg of that parlay, and I think he's going to go out there and dominate this one. Like I said, I think he's going to get the takedown with easy and just start ground and pounding him, or maybe even get a rear naked choke at the end. Okay, guys, this next fight is a fight that all of us have been waiting for. If you guys are an MMA fan, you guys know this is going to be a great fight. And it's going to be AJ McKee taking on Paul Hughes. And I'm going to be taking AJ McKee, guys. Like, I know Paul Hughes has a lot of hype around him. I know a lot of people like this kid striking. But AJ McKee has beaten everybody in Bellator, anything, guys. Give anybody that has Bellator has thrown at him, AJ McKee has taken him out. I know he has one loss on his record against Pitbull, but I thought AJ won that fight, guys. I didn't think Pitbull won that fight. So to me, in my head, I think AJ is undefeated. This guy has great all-around skills. He has great striking. He has great grappling. He has good takedown defense if you guys try to take him down. But I do think it's going to be a striking battle. I think Paul Hughes is going to go out there and land some heavy strikes on AJ McKee. I think AJ McKee's going to land some heavy strikes on him. I think it's going to be a dog fight. Like I said, there's a reason why we all have been waiting for this fight, and there's a reason why the line is very close in this one. I think it's going to be a very close fight. I think it's going to be a dog fight, a fight that's going to be very exciting, maybe the fight of the night. We all have been waiting for this fight, like I said, but I'm going to be taking AJ McKee. Until I see someone beat AJ McKee, I'm not going to be betting against him. Paul Hughes might be the one. Look at his nickname. His nickname is Big News. There's a lot of big news around this kid. He's supposed to be the next hype train, the next guy out of Ireland that's going to come out here and then just knock some people out and be the next show guy. But I think AJ McKee's going to win this fight, guys. I can't see anybody beating AJ McKee at the moment in Bellator or PFL. So, like I said, until someone beats AJ McKee, I'm going to bet the dude. So, give me AJ McKee on the money line. Okay, guys, this is going to be the fourth leg of that parlay that I'm going to be making with those favorites. It's going to be another guy that's over a minus 1,000 favorite, but I do think he's going to go out there and get this fight, win however he wants to. It's Hassan Kadimagomaev, I think it's called Kadimagomaev or something like that. I'm not even going to try it anymore, but fighting against Zafar Mosen, and I think Hassan's going to go out there and just either outstrike him, land strikes on the outside, or even take him down. And if he does get the takedown, guys, Mosen's not going to be able to get back up. So the best way Hassan's going to win this fight is taking him down, getting submission victory right away, or just landing ground and pound until he gasses out and end up getting submission anyway. Like, I think Hassan is a lock. I think he's going to go out there and get the takedown easily. I think Zafar has 1 round cardio, so even if he does get back up, he's going to have 1 round at him. Hassan's going to take him down over and over again and end up just getting this victory by either Zafar gassing out or just using the skill to submit him in the first round. So give me Hassan in this one, guys. I do think he's a lock in this one. I'm going to be adding him in 2 parlays in this fight card, guys. I'm going to be adding him in a parlay with that fourth leg of that one, and I'm going to be adding him in another parlay. I'm going to be adding him in. I'll let you guys know who I'm going to be putting him with. But yeah, guys, the pick for this one's going to be Hassan. I think he's going to go out there and get this fight easy win. Okay, guys, this next fight is going to be Johnny Eblen taking on Fabian Edwards, and I'm excited for this fight, guys. I'm a big fan of Johnny Eblen. Fabian Edwards is a very good fighter, and I do not think he's going to be the one to beat Johnny Eblen. Johnny Eblen's 15-0. I think he is one of the best welterweights on the planet. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I think he can compete with a lot of UFC guys. I think he would be a top 5 fighter in the UFC. I like this guy a lot. I don't think Fabian Edwards is going to be able to beat him. I think Johnny Eblen's just a better all-around fighter than him everywhere. I think Johnny Eblen's a dog. I think Johnny Eblen can outstrike him. I think Johnny Eblen can out-wrestle him. I think Johnny Eblen has better cardio than him. I just think Johnny Eblen has a better heart than him. So Johnny Eblen is over a minus 280 favorite, but that's why I'm going to be adding Hassan Kadimagomaev to this parlay. That guy's over a minus 1,000 favorite, but you put him with Johnny Eblen at a -280. It brings that down to about a -190, a minus 190 area. So give me that on the money line. I like Johnny Eblen a lot. As a big fan of Johnny Eblen, I'm going to keep putting my money on him, and I'm going to just add one giant favorite that I think is a lock with him so I can get some good money on him. So give me Johnny Eblen this one. Like I said, I think he's a way better fighter all the way around. I don't think Fabian Edwards is going to be able to win this fight at all. Alright guys, this is going to be the next fight. It's going to be Chris Cyborg taking on Larissa Pacheco. And I'm going to be taking Pacheco in this one, guys. I see a lot of people are on Cyborg, but I think Cyborg is getting up there in age. We've seen it the last time she fought a girl that can actually hit hard in Amanda Nunes. She got knocked out because she couldn't sit there and take a shot. She's usually the bully. When the bully can't take a shot, it's like you're going to go down. And she's fighting Larissa Pacheco, who hits very hard, and she puts combinations together. And I don't think Cyborg's going to be able to want to stand with her. I do think either way this fight gets finished in the first or second round. I don't see the over 1.5 hitting in this fight. I think either one of them get knocked out, laid out in the first round because they're just going to start banging with each other. Or Chris Cyborg may even just be smart, try to take her down and use her jiu-jitsu and submit her. But if this fight, if the talk is real, they're going to stand right in the middle of the ring. They're going to walk at each other and they're going to start banging it out. And give me Larissa Pacheco to land that strike right on her chin. I think Larissa Pacheco hits very hard. She's just a dog. Every time she hits somebody, they feel it like crazy. And I think Chris Cyborg, I think she's getting up there in age, and I don't think her chin is all the way there either way when she was younger, because we saw what Amanda Nunes did to her as soon as she fought someone that hit just as hard as her. So give me Larissa Pacheco on the money line, guys. Also, I might even be taking Larissa Pacheco via knockout in this one, guys. So I'll let you guys know in the description. If you guys don't know yet, always check out the description at the end of my videos, because if you guys are confused by any of my bets, I always add the bets in my description and update them as long as the card goes. So yeah, guys, in this fight, I'm taking Larissa Pacheco. Okay, guys, this is the main event, the Battle of the Giants, the two fights the fight we all been waiting for, especially for this card, is the return of Francis Ngannou. It's going to be Francis Ngannou taking on Hanan Ferreira, and guys, I'm going to be taking Ferrera on this one. I'm not going to lie. I know Ngannou, everybody's all over Ngannou. I know Ngannou should go out there and knock this dude out because it's his return, but he's been gone from MMA for so long. He went out there and boxed a couple times, and he went out there and fought Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury wasn't even trying at all. Tyson Fury got paid by the Saudi Arabians, was out there drinking right before the fight, went in there drunk, and ended up getting caught by Francis, and then Francis got an ego on him, trying to go out there and fight Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua went out there and slept him. So I think Francis has been got a big ego on him now. I don't think he is going to go in here very focused, but I might even be wrong on that. But like I said, I'm going to be taking the guy that is active, the guy that has been knocking people out, the guy that looks like the scariest heavyweight at the moment, at least in the PFL. And I'm not bringing in UFC heavyweights, but at least in the PFL, he looks like he's the scariest heavyweight in the world at the moment. So give me Hanan Ferreira. I do think he's going to end up knocking out Francis Ngannou. I know everybody's all over Francis, so if Francis wins this fight by knockout, I wouldn't be surprised, guys, but that's going to be the bet I'm going to be making, Hanan Ferreira by knockout. I don't like when a guy takes a big layoff, gets a big ego all over him, tries to travel around the world, thinks he's the top dog, and then he comes out and tries to fight later on in his career. Like, I mean, later on down the line in his career after he's getting a big payday. Like, I don't like a fighter like that. So give me Hanan Ferreira, guys. I do think he's going to end up knocking out Francis Ngannou. So that's going to be my pick for this fight. And all right, guys, that is it for today's PFL Battle of the Giants video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Click that thumbs up. And also, guys, subscribe to the page. Come back every single day. I do all different types of bets, guys. I do NFL. I do NBA when it starts. I do soccer every single day. I do all different types of MMA events, guys. I do everything. I'm gonna have LFA coming out. I'm gonna be having UFC coming out. PFL, if you're here, you're watching this video, getting it. So just subscribe to the page. Come back every single day. Also, leave me a comment. Let me guys know how you guys enjoyed the video, and let me guys know what you guys think about my picks, guys. And I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back later for some more soccer videos and some more MMA videos.